What's up, college football fans? Don't forget to check out and order your copy of Stiff Arming Football Myths, our latest football game plan book. So go on our website at footballgameplan.com/books and get your copy. We have these available in paperback as well as in PDF form. Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emery Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our preview of the 2014 Royal Purple Las Vegas Bowl between the Colorado State Rams and the Utah Utes. Now let's take a look at some coaching points for both teams, starting with Utah.
For Utah in this ball game, it's a strength versus strength battle. We know they can stop the run. We know Colorado State wants to come in and run the football. Who can win that battle ultimately determines who wins the ball game. And another big matchup I'm going to be interested in seeing are two future NFL prospects in Nate Orchard out of Utah and Tyson Brallo, the offensive tackle out of Colorado State. Orchard has to win that battle more often than not, and the Utes have to weather the first quarter flurry that's going to come from Colorado State. Jim McElwain, the former head coach, has now moved on to Florida, and now they're being coached by the offensive coordinator, who's the interim coach. And when you have that situation going on, the team will come out and throw many different things at you. They may be more aggressive offensively as well as defensively, so they have to weather the first quarter flurry. And for Colorado State in this ball game, I look at the matchup between their sophomore sensation wide receiver Rashad Higgins going up against Eric Rowe, the physical corner of Utah. Rowe is a guy that wants to get aggressive at the line of scrimmage, and Higgins will have to show the full array of receiver skills in order to have success this week. And if he can do so, it bodes well for this Rams offense. And that defensive line has to do a better job of getting off blocks. Utah will run the football downhill with the running back Devontae Booker, and their quarterback can also do things with his legs that causes problems for a defense. So that defensive line has to be able to get off blocks and become a nuisance. And I will go with more double tight end sets to combat those defensive ends of Utah. They can bring pressure off either side of the line of scrimmage. And if you're not able to contain that, you have to do it with formation. I think the double tight end formations that they love to run could help them out this game. The biggest X factor for the Utes in this ball game will be the play of their special teams, more in particular their return game. You look at Kalen Clay, the dynamic returner for Utah. Here's a guy that has 4 kickoff and punt returns combined for touchdowns this season. If he can flip that field position for the Utes, it bodes well for their offense to have a lot of success. But again, special teams play, the return game will be big for Utah. And the biggest X factor for the Rams in this ball game will be the play of their linebackers. I talked about it earlier. Not only will they see a heavy dose of the ground game from the talented running back Devontae Booker, but they also have to worry about quarterback Travis Wilson, a guy that can do a lot of damage on the ground and off of play action. With his running, he creates a lot of opportunities in the passing game. So the linebacker play, that second level defense of Colorado State, has to bring their A game in this bowl game. Now, here are some pro prospects you want to keep an eye on in this ball game. A lot of talent on both sides of the ball, but keep a close eye on the matchup between Nate Orchard, the defensive end for Utah, and Tyson Brallo, the offensive tackle for Colorado State. That's the biggest one, two of the higher profile names in this ball game. And also keep an eye on 2 junior running backs that I think have a great opportunity to declare if they choose to, because they're tremendous talents. Devontae Booker and D. Hart, and quarterback Garrett Grayson can put his name in the hat for one of the top senior quarterback prospects in the country. Luther Ellis is definitely a campus legend for the Utah Utes. Played there from 1991 to 1994 and was a 3-time All-WAC selection in 92, 93, and 94. And as a senior, he was recognized as a consensus first-team All-American and the WAC Defensive Player of the Year. I was a big fan of Kevin McDougal, the running back for Colorado State from 1996 to 1999. He finished his career as the all-time leading rusher at Colorado State with 3,067 yards and still holds the school record for yards per attempt at 5.97 yards a carry. And as a senior, he put it all together, becoming the Mountain West Conference Offensive Player of the Year. In the 2000 Las Vegas Bowl, Arkansas took on UNLV, and the Razorbacks jumped out to a 7-0 lead, but John Robinson's UNLV Rebels started to catch fire, with quarterback Jason Thomas tossing 3 touchdown passes to lead UNLV to victory 31-14. Head coach Urban Meyer took his high-powered offensive attack into Tempe to take on the Pitt Panthers, and quarterback Alex Smith went 29-37 for 328 yards, 4 touchdowns, as Utah sprinted out in front 20-0, ultimately winning 35-7. In the 2001 New Orleans Bowl, head coach Sonny Lubbock's Rams squad ran all over the Mean Green. 6 different Rams scored touchdowns in what would end up being Lubbock's final bowl game victory as Colorado State's head coach. I like Colorado State in this ball game. I believe the Rams will block out all of the coaching distractions with Jim McElwain that's going on right now and be able to play good, efficient football. They're a well-balanced offense. They can run, they can throw, and defensively I think they'll do enough to get Utah off the field and ultimately win the game.